Hi, welcome to day 11 of my working in your yard and improving the environment and trying to do things from home. Today I'm in the furthest reaches of my backyard corner, and I haven't been up here in a couple years, and you can see it. And I have Bittersweet. I have a Norway maple growing up here. It has some euonymus that's starting to take over, and so my goal is to get this area under control. But I also have over here some old Rose of Sharon, which has definitely become weedy in the garden. So you can see all these little suckers coming up here and there. So even though I'm sentimental to the Rose of Sharon, because I remember it from my childhood, I think I'm only going to leave one in my yard. And at some point I might even just get rid of that altogether. But my main foe is Bittersweet. Here's a section of it, and it's climbing up this spruce tree over here, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Bittersweet and taking down our forest. Invasives like Bittersweet are forest killers. They often come in through the edges of the forest, and they scaffold up the trees and eventually outcompete the trees for sunlight, and they wait on the branches and pull them down. And the problem is that a diverse forest without the invasives accommodates many insects, birds, animals that all co-evolved with those diverse species, and you have what's called an ecosystem. And when these vines take down these trees, they create a less diverse area that becomes more like a monoculture, and so it really puts at threat all the animals, birds, and insects, so that they have less areas to be able to forage and grow. The taking down of these trees by invasive vines is similar to the cutting down and burning of forest in the tropics, and so it's up to people to save our forests from these invasive vines, and in turn those forests will help fight climate change. Go. So when we're doing work in the forest, oftentimes we use saws and hand clippers and even loppers to get out a lot of our invasives. But as you can see from those pictures, that some of the invasives are really large, and you get pretty tired using your tools out there in the forest. So one of the things I started using a lot more when I'm doing this professionally is the battery powered Sawzall or Sawzall, and it is a pleasure. I encourage you to all get out into your yard and try to remove all your invasives as much as you're able to. But when you go for a walk in the woods, bring a little clipper like this, and anytime you see a vine growing up something and it's going to take down a tree, just a little bit of work each time out there can make a lot of difference if we're all doing a little bit. Thank you. Hope you're doing well.